And welcome back to For Such a Time as This. I am your host, Pastor James Pittman. Quick clip on an issue on the abortion front. John Roberts joins liberal justices as Supreme Court blocks Louisiana abortion clinic law. It did not overturn it, but at least blocked it for the moment. Louisiana passed some regulations in their own state, and the Supreme Court stepped in and blocked it. And John Roberts, who was appointed by a Republican, we were told was more conservative on the life issue, he joined the liberals and blocked it. Real quickly, I want to take a different tack when it comes to this. I think a lot of Christians and a lot of conservatives, they're wondering, how do we get to this point? And here's the answer. 5 men in robes were never designed to have that much power. Do you know who Samuel Chase was? In 1796, George Washington appointed him as Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. But in 1803, Thomas Jefferson led efforts that led to his impeachment in the House, but failed to secure the 2/3 vote needed in the Senate to remove Samuel Chase from office. That is the office that he was holding as a Supreme Court Justice. Do you remember the famous words? This, John Marshall has made his decision, now let him enforce it. Those are the famous words uttered by President Andrew Jackson in relation to U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Marshall. His decision in 1832 in the Washington versus Georgia case to strike down a Georgia law that imposed regulations on the comings and goings of whites in the Native American land. Chief Justice Marshall also was part of a pivotal ruling. He ruled that the Supreme Court, about 30 years earlier, he invested the Supreme Court with the powers of judicial review. And it has the ability to determine that a law is at odds with the U.S. Constitution and therefore invalidated. So let me be clear on this. You have the entire Congress that passes a law. 5 black robes can override Congress. What is that? 435 representatives in the U.S. House of Representatives. 100 senators. You can have a law that passes with 435 representatives, pass what 100 senators sign on, and the president signs on. And if John Marshall is right, 5 robes can overturn 435 reps, 100 senators, and the president. If 5 robes say, no, we don't think it's constitutional. That was never the intention, in my humble opinion. I'm not a lawyer, but you don't need a law degree to say the Constitution never gave 5 men the power to override the entire Congress and the president. No, they have garnered, they've grabbed to themselves, brought to themselves, assumed powers I don't think the Constitution ever designed to give them. And I don't need to be a lawyer to know that. All I need to do is be able to read. You read the Constitution. 5 men will never, ever. And going back, by the way, Andrew Jackson, President Andrew Jackson, when he told John Marshall to kick rocks, go jump in the lake, you know what happened to him? You know what happened to the president? Nothing. 5 men in robes. 5 men and women in robes should not be able to tell Louisiana that their law restricting abortion is wrong. I never.